I closed my eyes for a second, and when I opened them, my 4-year-old son was a teenager. It was supposed to be a regular Tuesday, you know, the kind where you're complaining about the humidity and the pile of laundry that never ends. I was in the garage, reaching for a heavy box of tools on the top shelf, and the next thing I know, nothing, just total, heavy silence. I opened my eyes to this blinding, sterile white light, and my first thought was, man, I must have really done a number on my head. I felt for a bandage, but my hands felt different, thinner, bony, and when I tried to sit up, that's when the panic set in because I couldn't feel my legs at all. A nurse walked in, dropped her clipboard, and just stared at me like she'd seen a ghost. And within minutes, the room was packed with doctors while I kept asking, "Where's my boy? Where's Leo?" Because he was only 4, and I'd promised to take him for ice cream that afternoon. Then the door opened, and a woman walked in. It was my wife, Sarah, but her hair was shorter, graying at the temples, and she looked so tired. And behind her stood this tall, lanky teenager with a patchy beard and my eyes, wearing a varsity jacket. I whispered, "Sarah, who is that?" And she let out this sob that sounded like it had been held in for a decade and choked out, "Leo, honey, that's Leo." I hadn't just hit my head. I'd been gone for 12 years. 12 years. The ice cream shop we were going to close down in 2020. My son is graduating high school next month, and I missed the t-ball games, the first breakup, the driving lessons, everything. I'm home now, in a wheelchair, trying to learn who these strangers are. But the thing that gets me every single morning is looking at the growth chart on the kitchen pantry. There's a mark for 4-year-old Leo, and then nothing but empty wood until a mark 6 feet updated last week. Time didn't stop for them, it only stopped for me.